May 9th, and on the weekend up here doing smelt dipping with Matthew, my son. And we've been fishing. I haven't caught anything fishing. Matthew yesterday caught 4 smallmouth bass and a sucker fish. I have to look up the name of them. Pretty good size fish. And then today he caught a yellow perch. And he's back at the campsite fishing with it right now. I just got back from the other side of the lake, pretty much directly across from where I'm at right now, deploying 2 more trail cameras in my area that I've been hunting. That I know that there's an 8-point buck, and I think that there's a 4-point as well. I got a picture of the 4-point last November. But anyways, I got pictures of deer over this last week. I had a trail camera left out that I put out last Saturday, and it picked up a couple deer. So I got three cameras out. They're going to stay out there for the summer into the fall, and I'm going to check them as I come up to do what I'm beginning to do now. And what I'm beginning to do now is locate some downed hardwood trees that I'm going to process for camp wood. And I believe I've located one right up here in the woods, not near any campsites, which is good. I'm going to go up and check it out. I'm not going to process any wood now. I'm just looking for potential down trees for processing. And I'll GPS mark them. And then throughout the summer, come up with my new saw, my new crosscut saw, and begin processing and splitting the wood and leaving a cache near the shore. So this fall during deer season I can use it for camp wood. So that's my plan. So here's it's not but maybe 20 yards into the woods, but nobody's going to see it once the leaves are on. And I believe that this is a maple, and it's nice and dry. It's not too thick. I'll actually be able to cut some of these poles and stash the poles. And do a little chopping. It's pretty dry already. It's been down for a while. So what I'll do is I should be able to knock down that with the saw, as well as these, and have a little stash of wood, split those into chunks, bring them near shore and leave them there. So this is one tree located. Actually, this could be quite fun. So you can see what I was talking about, how I'm locating the down trees. It's so early spring, things are barely budding out, and I can see into the forest pretty good ways. But come when leaves are fully out, you won't be able to see them very far at all. So then I'll be able to process the wood in relatively seclusion, in relative seclusion. But so far I've located 3 nice down hardwoods. But there's probably a lot more you can process. Definitely not during the winter though. It's all wet then, covered in snow. But all these that I've located, well, there's one right up there, but I think it's too far up for me too much of a slant for me to work on. But I like how this comes together. So this is this tree number 2. And like I said, it's pretty dry. I've cut some chips out, and I'm going to bring it back and see how they burn tonight. But this tree right here could be easily processed in a day. Only problem is how close I am to the water. But if I did it late fall, that would be good. During the week, even better. This is my this is tree number 4, and this will be the one I process first, no doubt. It happens to be directly across from our campsite as well, and it's far enough back. Nobody's gonna bother me here. Nobody will see me other than the boat. And there's a huge amount of wood here, but my saw will definitely handle that. And I can stack a nice load in here. Nobody's going to bother it. Nobody's going to know. And I should be able to get quite a bit of firewood out of it for camping, stored. Swing around to the other side. But I like it. It's across from our campsite, and it's on a nice level area. It's in far enough from the lake front that people won't be, you know, observing the wood being cut. They may hear it, but so I'm hopeful that I'll have a nice stash. So this is the back side, the other side of the top. There's a lot of wood in the top that I can scavenge from it as well. And there's a lot of dead wood in here. Look at those trees up there. Forest is so unhealthy, it's ridiculous. The whole world's unhealthy. Some of it might be I started trimming a little bit. I'm really excited, cautionary too, but I am excited about actually doing this. And I take that limb off. It's laying right on a. There's some tension on that. Although it may not be as much tension as I think, or it may be more. But what I think I'm going to do down here is cut these limbs off here, right here. That I think is holding up, but along with the root wad is holding it up as well. But if I can clear this, process this, and then I'll take the other limb off over here. And then I'll have this whole stump to process for real split wood. And there'll be some splitting of wood in here as well. That's my plan. I think this is a good piece of timber. We can get a lot of wood out of that. So, I'm almost certain this is a maple. And the wood's solid. It is a little wet. Maybe it's the decay process, but it has these black strips throughout the wood. And I don't know if it's a beetle, bark beetle. Or what? Anybody got any ideas?